Alright, new cars, new race. I already did a few videos on the update, and now let's test all of these cars on the same track, and then we'll see what else we can do. So first let's go and look at them. Actually, let's read about them just a bit. Okay, there's a bunch of text here. You know what, not gonna read it. I introduced the cars in separate videos, so let's just go and race them on none other than the new track here in Europe, in Swiss Alps, Eiger Nordwand. We'll do a time trial, and sure, let's do afternoon. That one is suggested. So I did just a few runs. Let me just turn everything off. I did have a braking area turned on, so I did few runs for time trial, current time trial. I managed to get a silver time, but let's go. Let's test this out. I'll have to how do I know in what speed am I? So you wanna shift real quick, you wanna stay close here in these. But you know what, I'm not gonna... It's super dynamic track. Like, there's so many... Like, the whole update is so crazy. Of course, one could complain, and I am a bit sorry we only got this layout. I mean, we have a reverse layout, so... Technically we got two. This is my first time with this track. I haven't raced it before. I mean, before in older games. But supposedly it's quite a big track when completed, you know. When complete. This, in older game, this would be just one section of it. And then you would go there across the railway and you could join other sections. So that is quite bad. I mean, this, what we got is really great. It's really dynamic, especially in PSVR2. It's definitely one of my favorites, but of course it's new. But as far as dynamic goes, it's not necessarily for beginners. In VR or in driving in general, but it's very cool track and very nice. But it could make you dizzy, I guess, because of all the changes. I don't know. I find it perfectly well. You wanna brake here in straight. So yeah, car, this Impreza drives amazing. First time I tried it, I wanted to try it in dirt, and although physics have noticeably changed and the car feels much more grounded in rally now, it's really nice. You can see it even visually in replays. Oops. But the main Maybe the main difference in rally was, I mean, this car is so good that I wish I could try it actually, and with all physics, to have a head-on-head comparison. Look at this track, man. Anyways, this car and track feels amazing. It's amazing they put it in time trial. It's a really good combo, I think. Playing with emergency brake a little. Haven't tried it on this track yet, but man, I mean this, like, of course it's, there's a little jump there, just, it's just a nice dynamic track. But yeah, we did few laps. Let's look at the last lap. I think this one might have been good. And just as I said that, yeah, I gotta keep quiet. Anyways, let's try some other cars. Let's try and spin this one on tarmac. Did I? Oh yeah, I did try it. That's terrible time, by the way. Although I don't know, what was my best lap? Fuck. I didn't see it. If I exit now, will I be able to see that again? I don't know. Anyways, let's just watch the first lap, whatever. Just noticed my TV was on as well, so I don't even know how that sounded up until this point. Probably bad, because Mike was picking up the echo from the TV. Way too much things happening today. And I don't have direct comparison. What I later will try, I don't know. I'll take some of the cars I know. Although yeah, it would make much sense since I don't know this track on old physics. And like when driving, I mean, you know, it's not like you could remember everything. Anyways, BMW is the next. But yeah, I'll try probably, you know, I don't know, GTO or Mitsubishi or something. But yeah, this is the new car as well, M3 from Ooh, boy. Yeah, this is... Alright, let's retry this. My muscle memory is not there, and I forgot this is not a racing car. This feels so soft compared to Impreza. I mean, yeah, feels kind of ridiculous, to be honest. But on this track, okay, we'll just continue. I'll try to make a second lap a bit better, hopefully. Yeah, I mean the corners are kind of falling maybe on the side, I'm not sure. I mean, you gotta have a powerhouse on a track as dynamic as this. Alright, so let's try and do a decent lap. Somewhat okay, we almost jumped there. I'm trying to, what I was trying there is just yeah, just pin it a bit with rear wheels. I mean, to rotate a bit easier. But then again, this, I don't know what's the balance. How's the balance of this car? It's not necessarily. It's not bad. No excuses. I'm just not very used to it. Alright, so yeah, but I feel like the S is pretty heavy. 120, I don't even know what was our... Let's watch the second one. What was the time we got on Impreza? I think it was 1:08 or something. The cameraman was terrible there. I don't know what happened. We were just hearing sounds and the car was nowhere to be seen. Meep meep. The atmospheric sounds are cool as well. There were some cows in the background. It's a beautiful track. I mean, I guess they don't make tracks because they're complicated to optimize. I don't know. I mean, and of course, lots of work and details go into them. But one would think it can't be that complicated. I don't know. I mean, because they gotta have some data from the older games, you know, just like positioning of the track, and of course then they have to rework everything. But it's not. They're not doing it from scratch, if you know what I mean. So, but yeah, everything visual, as far as visual goes, everything is from scratch. So more or less, I mean, they have some assets and textures, of course, they're reusing. Anyways, change the car. What was the next one? I think it was this. It's actually got two but we'll use this one, the one they used on images, and because you can buy it in used cars, and also you can buy it as a new car. Okay. This actually feels good. Better than I expected. Brakes are shit. And there we go. Again, we'll try and make the second one better. But yeah, brakes are, which is weird because they have like two calipers. One is in-house, I guess, and then other is from Brembo, positioned on two parts of the disc. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, the car is probably not super light. And we were going downhill, but still, even here, you see. That's one thing I think there could be. I almost have a feeling like a car stops like with the same easiness or the same trouble, if you will, when going downhill and when going uphill. Ah, man. I mean, you can flatten it out there, but I did it too soon. Almost spun out. But yeah, this car actually doesn't feel bad at all. Feels quite nice and planted, and you can throw it around more controllably than, for example, that BMW. So it's more like horizontal experience 113. So interestingly, even no, what was okay? We'll check the times later. Of course, these are by no means good times. They're just times. But point being, all new cars that I've never driven on all new track. And just to have some like reference. But yeah, this is for a Ferrari. This is not bad. It drives as you would expect Ferrari to drive. which I appreciate, of course. I'm not necessarily a huge fan of Ferrari as such, but as far as I can tell, it's a good car with shit brakes that look. I mean, brakes look pretty good. So I was expecting them to function better. Then we got Gallardo. Again, I have it in two colors. This one I bought new, and then this one was bought used. I'm not sure why rough was not in used cars though. You can only buy that one new. So I'll probably just fully upgrade the used ones, and you know, leave new ones when I want to drive the original. So this is I think much better drive than that Ferrari. Oof. Definitely prefer this car. It feels heavier. Probably is. Oops. Yet I have a feeling it brakes better. It doesn't slide around as much, but you can. I was just trying to test. I don't know. Maybe it brakes similar. It's more closed up. The sound is not as open in Ferrari, which that was that was just terrible. All right, we're gonna watch the first lap of this. Oh, look at this! Look at the side mirror. But yeah, it feels much, I don't know, like much safer. Like more predictable. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. Yeah, more like a bull. Not that bull is safe or predictable, but like it's more. Now that I think of it, yeah, it's like beefier, you know. It's more rugged and like. All right, maybe we'll watch this one. Especially like compared to something like a horse, you know, like a Ferrari, which is in a way nimble, but it can throw you off. But then again, you would expect that to be like really raw ride, but you don't get that necessarily. Anyways, I prefer this one. It's not like I'm a fanboy of Lamborghini or anything, but yeah, definitely. When compared to, we got similar time, although I think it's, oh, look at that. The first lap was actually the best lap. Interesting. Anyways, let's watch the first then. I thought the last one was felt like best. I think Ferrari was 110. And this car is just like, yeah, it looks kind of massive. It's like very sculpture-like. It almost looks like, you know, I don't know, toy in a way, but in a good way. Like it has really good dimensions, proportions. That was the word I was looking for. But by far, as like, just for pure driving, for this track in particular, since it's such a dynamic track, like, yeah, you can't really go better than Subaru Impreza from '98. Okay. Alright, this has more horsepower, and yeah, it's heavier, but not much. Definitely feels more heavier, which is, I don't know, I find that so interesting. So it's only 60 kilograms heavier, but it also has 50 horsepower more. So it shouldn't be noticeable, but it kinda is. Okay. Different tunes. So next we have Rough in this beautiful color. I was admiring the colors. When choosing, it was hard to pick, but Green Pastures. Look at this, it's green inside as well. So this would be, I don't know, what is it? Feels like well-balanced car in any case. Out of all the rear wheel cars we had, yeah, actually I haven't paid much attention. Okay, so yeah, those would make big differences as well. This car feels amazing. It's planted. I guess Porsche learned a lot from these guys, because this feels like what was the name? The newest Porsche we got in the game, 992, is it? But yeah. Rough kinda is known for their tuning, and usually they would just make a better vehicle than Porsche. Although I don't think you can do much better than as far as tuning goes than 992, I think. It's pretty amazing. but this feels just right. There was a guy waving there. Alright, this is cool. Could definitely ride this longer. $110. And similar times. Let's watch the second one. So yeah, you can slide it a bit, but it won't. You won't easily lose it. Really nice grip. It almost feels like it's a four-wheel drive, although I don't think RAF would make modifications that go that far. So, and yeah, I did manage to sort of drift a bit with a rear end, so it's here, for example, yeah. Definitely a rear wheel drive, but very, very nicely balanced. Yeah, and it has engine on the rear. It's amazing. You can't feel it with this car. This is mind-boggling to me. Let's see. Check this out. Front rear weight balance 3862. I can't believe it. I can't believe how well balanced this car is. So if you take, so for example, this is similar to Widowmaker, so to 930, right? From 82, as far as balance goes, Widowmaker is 4060, and you can get power up to, I think, near 500 horsepower, and then you can try and tune it. We could actually, oh man, we should do that. We should try and copy this tune and see if we can get it to behave in a similar manner. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Not now though. Maybe a bit later though. You see, this is the car I'm talking about. So you see 631. We'll definitely try it. Maybe even with this video, because this just feels amazing. If we can get this car to behave in a similar manner, which I doubt, but would be very interesting. Next, finally, we have Genesis X with this amazing let's call it rear view mirror. This thing has 1,500 horsepower. So yeah. And I gotta be honest, this display down there, rear view mirror, got trouble with words, definitely makes me a bit dizzy. I like how it looks. It's cool, but when you're in VR and it's constantly in your peripheral vision, tends to get a bit weird. You probably get used to it though. And of course, as far as this car goes, it feels very planted, very long, it feels huge. And of course you can feel that power, this jump, so-called, here, is really weird. The car generates tons of downforce, so it doesn't really know how to behave. You gotta be really careful with applying power pedal, gas pedal. This car is actually hybrid, I think. I think they put a motor inside. I mean, in concept, right? And then there. I mean, but that's the thing, right? The concept, you know, this is a concept, but they're actually using the technology they have. So this is like real concept, something that could be made. Sorry, just a second. And we're back. I have no idea what I was saying. Yeah, I think I had a phone call, but I think I was saying how, yeah, these concepts are, I think people often miss that, but there's something that's actually viable or should be viable to make by that company, you know, a few years down the road. At some point, of course, in extremes, that is like 50 years down the road. Like Tomahawk explored the basically America, the fastest, you know, the limits, physical limits of what could be in theory possible, but it could still in theory be possible. All right, so let's call that last one. Yeah, I'm trying to play with it, you know, like I'm just gonna add a little bit. And again, first one was the fastest. Okay, I just watched the first one. It's interesting how many times that happened. Even like when I'm driving time trial, my first time will usually be not so bad, and then I'll need to make. And look at this, it was so terrible. Alright, yeah, definitely lots of downforce on the back. Yeah, and then I'll need like five laps to even match my first time, and then, you know, 10, 15 laps down the road I can micromanage mistakes and actually start putting in some good times. This car can't shine on a track like this, of course. But since we drove each car on this track, why not this as well? It's much better. It's gonna be much better drive than original Berlinetta. You know, when they made it, they made a time trial then with it. They put it on, I don't know where, on which track was it? It was a Formula One track. How is it called? The name escapes me at the moment. But it has quite a few turns, of course, quite a few long straights, and so it would achieve pretty high speed. That one has, I don't know, 1,000 horsepowers, but it was really terrible. it was like a boat. It didn't generate much downforce, to be honest. They should have made it with arrows as well, or make it much less powerful. 1,000 horsepower is too much for that car, and maybe 1,500 is too much for this one as well. But I feel this car would handle it much better. So it's kind of shame they didn't put it in time trial as well. They did put a Scuderia Ferrari 430 in it. All right, so all right, check this out. We're gonna drive something. You know what? Maybe let's do this. I'm gonna drive Mitsubishi GTO, which is one of my favorites. This is with an engine swap. This one is in yellow. Why? So I have 3. Okay, engine swap. This is, I guess, original, and then dirty tires. I see. Again, terrible. All right. Let's see the time. We got 20 minutes. We can do this. So we're gonna try and mimic. We're gonna call that one rough. I'm gonna try and mimic that rough's setup. But also what we're gonna do is change tires on that. That should be in my favorites. Yeah. Oh no, sorry, wrong car. I need to change this car tires. I'm gonna put tune. So we're gonna drive this one as well, and then we need to copy this tune on which car was it? No, sorry, this tune on this car. Okay. How will we? 57, 55, 11, 20, 45. 57, 55, 11, 20, 45. Fifty-seven, 55, 11, 20, 45. Was that it? Okay. So obviously that's not. Was that 57, 55? They brought it so. 11. 2055 was it? All right, so this is 5755. It's all right, just for the sake of it, let's. This is gonna be our tune for now, of course. We still haven't changed the tires or anything with power. But we're going step by step. 57, 55. Okay, no, 57, 55. The rear is lower. All right. We're gonna dip that. 2045, and then sports medium 205 to 25. So apparently we are dipping this one. What tires? Was it sports medium? Shit. You don't have those. All right, we gotta get sports mediums. 0, 5, 1, 5, 20, 10, 20, 30. When I said 1, 5, I guess I meant 0, 1, 5. 30. All right, 0, 5, 0, 15. Then the rest will go faster. I mean, it should go faster. No, 0, 5, 1, 5, and then 0, 20. Okay. Sorry, I gotta check that real quick. Something was. This is. Jeez, my brain's not working. I'm liking some sleep. Yeah, 0, 20. All right, okay. So 20, and then 200, 300, and then basically just match. After that, we're gonna just try and match. So 200, 300, 20, 200, 300. And we're gonna try and match the balance and 517 horsepower. And weight. Although we're not gonna be able to match the weight. I can already see it. So they had 200, 300, so we'll say 175 just to kind of 517 horsepower, 517 horsepower, that's what we're trying to do. Alright, we're on 507. So you know what, since it's much newer car, we're just gonna do everything and then bring. So if I didn't cut the weight, I would probably be able to get it to similar. What was it? 46. Was it 46.54? Or was it even worse? It was like this, right? 3664. I don't know. And then power restrictor to 517, 518. All right. 3664. Oh man, where's the 3664? No, 3862. Okay, 3862. We're gonna go get the tires, and that's it. 3862. This one will be a bit easier. Okay. It's not exactly how I wanted it to be. It should be relatively similar. Setup. I would actually like it to be more weighty. Let's do a sunset one. I haven't checked the dusk. Maybe we should have done dusk. Anyways. Race shop. What did you say? Sports medium, right? I think we do need to put them on. So this is just for the kicks. Yeah, definitely doesn't have. I mean, you can definitely feel it's lighter. It's actually not bad. It's actually not bad. Roof was onto something, but yeah, you can't flat it out. It starts to spin out. There's too much power on the wheels there. Even though we did put some, what we could alternatively try. Okay, so what did we say? The other car is 40, so it's about 15%, is it? 14. Okay, let's say roughly 15%. Let's say roughly 15% heavier. So since this is lighter, let's try and take some. Let's see, performance points. It's similar. Let's take some power off. Let's try and take 15% power off of this. So let's say 70. Let's make it 400. Okay, 408. 642. So we'll bring it to similar performance points as well. Just want to see, will it act similarly? Yeah, it definitely doesn't want to spin out as easy now. Pretty amazing, very cool little experiment. But with only a few minutes remaining, let's finish this lap and then let's try. This is our test here. Yeah. Not as stable as that rough. Wonder what time will we have? What was the last one? 1:11. Yeah, see, so that's the thing. Now we got a less powerful car, but we did a better time with it. And finally, let's try the GTO. This is, of course, a beefed up version. Pretty beefed up version. Oof. This just goes to show how dynamic this track is. Because I'm quite, just a second. To be honest, like suddenly, even having the wheel on the other side now is, man, it's freaking me out. I'm usually very comfortable with this car and I like it, but first I haven't driven it on this track, and now being it the right-hand drive, maybe. I love how they put this super dynamic track for us to like test the tires. People are always shitting on polyphony, but they're trolling us. They know exactly what they're doing. Right, quick, let's look at it. 1:05, and we didn't compare the times. And they, I don't know, will be there. Will there be time? No, we'll fucking finish this, sorry. Of course, I can... there's a little jump there, look at it. Yeah, it's hard for me to assess the like the differences in engine now on this track and with everything going on, seriously, but it does feel good. I would say the grip definitely feels more consistent, and it doesn't lose it on the edge as before. Here are our times. Wow, GTO actually has second best time. Alright, until the next time, guys.